Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter estimation and rounding. The lessons we're going to cover today are rounding nearest 10 or 100 only, rounding, rounding money amounts, and rounding puzzles. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is rounding nearest 10 or 100 only. What is 67 rounded to nearest 10? So you need to round off 67 to the nearest 10, right? So 67 is between two tens, 60 and 70, right? That is just 3 points, 68, 69, 2 points away from 70, and 7 points away from 60. Basically, you have to see the number is near to which 10, right? That is just 2 points away from 70. So it would be rounded off to 70. Got it? That is an easier way to explain. Let me just explain this way, right? You have to round to the nearest 10. So the digit that is at the 10th position is 6 is at the 10th position, right? So at the right of 6 you have 7. You need to compare this number to 5. 7 is greater than 5. That means you have to round up. Round up means replace 7 with 0 and add 1 to the tens digit. So you ended up on 70. So whatever method you find easy for you, you can do. Let's just start with the test questions. Can you guys please stop chatting? What is 717 rounded to the nearest 100? You need to round it to 100, right? And here is the hundredth digit. 7 is at the 100 place. Right next to 7 is 1. Compare this number to 5. 1 is less than 5. So 1 is less than 5. Replace the two digits with 0 because that is less than 5. So you need to round on the same 100. So 717 is rounded off to 700. The correct option is 700. Very good. What is 27 rounded to the nearest 10? So which is the correct option? 27 is between two tens, 20 and 30. So which is the correct option? 27 is rounded off to 27 is rounded to which 10? 20 or 30, which is the correct option? Very no, 30 it is, 30, 30. because 27 is just 2 points away from 30. 7 points here and only 2 points here. So it would be rounded off to 30. The correct option is 30. 27 is rounded off to 30. Got it? The correct option is 30. What is 463 rounded to the nearest 100? So which is the correct option? 463 rounded to nearest 100. Okay, you have 4 is at the hundreds place, right? The next one is 6. 6 is greater than 5. That means you need to round up. 463 is rounded off to 500. The correct option is you need to round up, add 1 to 100 digit and replace the other digits with 0. So it would be rounded off to 500. The correct option is 500. So the correct option is 500. Option number 2 is the correct option, not 400. 500 it is. What is 67 rounded to nearest 10? So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? 67 is rounded off to 70. The correct option is 70. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is 680 rounded to the nearest 100? So which is the correct option? 680 is rounded off to 700. The correct option is 700. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is 594 rounded to the nearest 100? Which is the correct option? 594 rounded off to. Very good. 600 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is rounding. Let's just start with the next lesson. What is 12 rounded to the nearest 10? That is exactly the same we just did, right? You are given the 12, you have to round to the nearest 10. So 1 is at the tens position, right? Next to 1 is you have 2. You can compare this 2 to 5. So 2 is less than 5. You need to round down. So 12 is rounded off to 10. The correct option is 10. Can you guys please stop chatting? Otherwise, I'm going to block you all. You guys are here to learn. So please focus on the learning. Stop chatting. Let's just start with the test question. What is 12 rounded to the nearest 10? Which is the correct option? What is 12 rounded to the nearest 10? Very good. 10 it is. The correct option is 10. The next one is, what is 830 rounded to the nearest 100? So which is the correct option? 830 is rounded off to 800 it is. The correct option is 800. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is 47 rounded to the nearest 10? So which is the correct option? 47 is rounded off to 50 it is. The correct option is 50. Option number 3 is the correct option. What is 393 rounded to the nearest 100? Which is the correct option? Very good. 400 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. 393 is rounded to 400. What is 672 rounded to the nearest 10? Which is the correct option? You need to round off to nearest 10. That is important, right? 7 is at the 10th position. Right next to 7 you have 2, and 2 is less than 5. You need to round on the same 10. So it would be rounded to 670, not 700, right? The correct option is 670. Okay, the next one is, what is 856 rounded to nearest 100? Which is the correct option? 856 is rounded to. You guys are here to make friends or to learn? 900. Some of you are literally so annoying. You guys are here to learn. Why don't you focus on the learning? Let's just start with the next lesson. You can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is rounding money amounts. What is 5.85 rounded to the nearest dollar? That is $5.85, right? You need to round on the decimal. So just look at the digit after the decimal point, that is 8. 8 is greater than 5, right? That means you need to round up. So 5.85 is rounded off to $6. So the correct option is 6. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. What is 3.11 rounded to the nearest dollar? So which is the correct option? 3.11 is rounded off to. Very good. 3 is the correct option. 3.11 is rounded off to 3. So the correct option is 3. What is $3.30 rounded to the nearest dollar? So which is the correct option? 3.30 is rounded off to. 3.30 is rounded off to 3, not 4. The correct option is 3. What is 3.83 rounded to the nearest dollar? So which is the correct option? 3.83 is rounded off to 4. The digit right after the decimal point is 8, and 8 is greater than 5. You need to round up. That would be $4. The correct option is 4, option number 1 is the correct option. Stop guessing the answers, right? Use your notebook and pencil and then write down the answers. What is 1.01 rounded to the nearest dollar? That is $1. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is 5.07 rounded to the nearest dollar, which is the correct option? The correct option is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is $1.61 rounded to the nearest dollar, which is the correct option? That is $2. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is $2.43 rounded to the nearest dollar? Very good. 2.43 is rounded off to 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is $5.44 rounded to the nearest dollar, which is the correct option? 5.44 is rounded off to option number 1 is the correct option. It would be rounded off to $5. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is rounding puzzles. A number has a digit 7 and 1. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 70. So you are given two numbers, 7 and 1, right? So using these two numbers, you can make only two numbers. One of them is 17 and the other one is 71. The second thing you are given is to the nearest 10, the number rounds to 70. So which number is rounded to 70? 71 or 17? 71 is rounded to 70, right? That means the number is 71. Let's just start with the test questions. The digits in a certain number are 2 and 1. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 10. So what is the number? Which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? Very good, 12 it is. Two numbers you can make from the number digits 2 and 1, 21 or 12, right? But 12 rounds to 10, so the correct option is 12. The digits in a certain number are 6 and 2. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 30. So which is the correct option? Yes, 26 it is. That is rounded to 30. The digits in a certain number are 7 and 8. The number rounds to 90. What number is it? Very good. 87 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. A number has digits 8 and 2. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 30. What is the number? Which is the correct option? When you are chatting with others, can you ask permission? Then why for the question you need a permission? You can write the question. And that's just the relevant question, not irrelevant questions. 28 it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. A number has digits 5 and 2. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 30. What is the number? Which is the correct option? You have two digits, that is 5 and 2, right? Using these two numbers, 5, the two digits, right? They are 5 and 2. You can make only two digits, 25 and 52, right? These are the two numbers. But you are given to the nearest 10, the number rounds to 30. So which number rounds to 30? 25 is rounded off to 30, right? So the correct option is 25. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. 25 it is. A number has digits 3 and 4. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 40. So which is the correct option? You are given you need to round the tens digit. For example, using digits 3 and 4, you can make two digits, two numbers 34 and 43. You need to round the nearest 10. You need to round the tens digit. This is the digit you need to round off, but you look for the next digit. You have 4, you compare this digit. 4 is less than 5, you need to round on the same 10, that would be rounded off to 30. For here, 4 is at the tens position, but you look at the digit on the right hand side of the tens. 3 is less than 5, you need to round on the same 10, it would be rounded off to 40. So the digit you need is that one that is rounded to 40 is 43. So the correct option is 43. Option number 2 is the correct option. In the question you are given which digit you have to round off, right? The digit in a certain numbers are 9 and 8. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 90, which is the correct option. Very good. 89 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. The digits in a certain number are 8 and 7. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 80. What is the number? 78 it is. 87 is rounded off to 90. 78 is rounded off to 80. The correct option is 78. A number has the digits 7 and 1. To the nearest 10, the number rounds to 70. What is the number? 71 it is. The correct option is 71. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. We were working on grade 3 math. Chapter we were working on is estimation and rounding. The lessons we have covered today are rounding nearest 10 or 100 only, rounding, rounding many amounts, and rounding puzzles. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can join me in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next.